Ever feel stuck with no way to get out? Thankfully, God knows how to get you out. Let's talk about Operation Rescue. And our text today for our time here at Daily Strength is 2 Peter 2:9, where we read this good news. The Lord knows how to rescue godly people from trials. I recall counseling a woman who had just come to know Christ. She was interested in becoming God's kind of woman, and so we were studying passages of Scripture that had to do with what a biblical wife is like, and we ended up talking about the whole matter of gracious cooperation with her husband's leadership. She came to me one day and said, "Hey, Pastor, I got a major problem. I've been saving up my money for a dining room set. I love the one my mother-in-law has, and I'm looking for something just like it. So after I've gone through the used furniture ads in the paper, my husband and I drive around to look at them. But he doesn't seem real interested. He's so insensitive. We've been to a couple of places where I really like the furniture, but he just says, 'No, I don't like those.'" And she went on, "Besides, it's my money. He couldn't care less what kind of furniture we have in the house. He doesn't know if we have French Provincial or Early Salvation Army. He's basically interested in his newspaper, easy chair, and the TV." Well, a couple of weeks later, she came back and said, "Hey, you're not going to believe this, but my mother-in-law called me and said that she had bought a brand new dining room set and wanted to know if I wanted hers." Well, God doesn't always work like that, but it's clear that when we submit to doing things His way and wait on His timing, we'll get a chance to see how He works. And while shopping for furniture with an uncooperative spouse really doesn't exactly qualify as a trial, the principle of waiting for God to work in our difficulty remains an important part of dealing with difficulty. King David understood this. He knew that he was to be the next king of Israel. Rather than staging a dramatic takeover, he faithfully served in the army and played his harp in the palace to soothe King Saul's stress. Things were going great until Saul developed an insane jealousy that drove him to try to kill David. When David was being hunted by Saul, he found himself in a cold cave, crying out to God, "How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long," he said, "shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart all the day? How long," he concludes in Psalm 13, "will my enemy be exalted over me?" Well, like David, when we feel that God has forgotten us, we are prone to plan our own escape. We say, "I know what I'll do. No, that won't work." Or "Here's what I'll do. No, I don't think that will work either." It's the total despair of seeming to be locked in with no apparent way out. But take courage. God already knows how He is going to deliver you. In fact, He is in the business of making ways of escape. Peter assures us the Lord knows how to rescue godly men from trials. So you can count on it. When you are faithful and patient through trouble, God will, in His time, exercise options of deliverance that are far beyond what you ever dreamed.